I want to talk a little bit about how zina, or when zina first started for human beings.
Yes, please tell us.
Because Allah created Adam, right?
That's the first man.
The first man, Adam, was created by Allah, and then Adam had two sons. And every time when Adam would give birth, he would get a boy and a girl and a boy and a girl. And obviously, the creation wasn't going to continue unless there was marriage between the children. But the rule was that the boy would marry the other twin sister, not his own twin sister, the next daughter.
This is the start of the human race now.
Exactly, the start of the human race. There was nobody. So Adam gave birth, or obviously Eve gave birth, Hawa, and she gave birth to a boy. His name was Qabil. And then Qabil had a sister. And then later on she gave birth again, and there was another boy. His name was Habil, and he had a sister. So this is Cain and Abel, Qabil and Habil.
Yes. And
what happened was that Habil was basically he was a little rough in nature, a little harsh, and Habil was very gentle. Qabil, the rough one, he was a farmer, and the gentle one he dealt with sheep. So Qabil started to have ill feelings towards his brother. We're not going to get into the details behind that. There were a bunch of incidents that created this ill feeling, and he started to threaten his brother Abel or Habil that I'm going to kill you. And Habil said, if you attempt to kill me, I'm not going to try to kill you back, if that's what you want to do.
Yes.
So Qabil eventually killed him. And when he killed him, he was overtaken by a sense of guilt. So he buried him, and out of shame, he couldn't meet his father, the Prophet Adam. He was too ashamed. So he took his wife, and he went away into the mountains, and they lived there for years, and they had children, and the offspring started to increase in the mountains. They had no shirk. They didn't worship anything but besides Allah. But they started to have a lot of bad deeds and evil things occur in the people of the mountain. In the meantime, the good people, so the evil people now in the mountains, the offspring of Qabil, the good people lived on the flatlands with Adam and the other sons of Adam.
Yes.
Now, what happened was that the people in the mountains, Allah decreed that their men were very handsome and the women were not beautiful. And the people in the flatlands, the women were very beautiful and the men were not attractive. You see? So it's just really the opposite now. So you would imagine that these men would be attracted to those women because they're pretty, and the women would be attracted to the handsome men.
Yes.
So Iblis now, this is now the first generation or generations of people ever on the planet. And Iblis, the shaitan or Satan, he wanted to create fitna between those two people. Notice what he does, very interesting. He comes in the form of a young boy, and guess what he starts to teach the people of the flatlands?
What's that?
Amazing. He starts to teach them music and singing and flutes. Notice, it's interesting, he didn't go to the evil people, he went to the good people first. Wow. Because the good people had the attractive women. And if you can attract the men to the women, then you got it. That's one of the easiest things, because this is the biggest test for a man is the woman.
He's trying to start a party here.
Exactly, starting to start a party. So you need the music and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And so when the people of the mountains started to hear the music in the flatlands, they became interested and they started to draw near. This was the time of a prophet called Sheeth, or in English, Seth. And in the Sharia, in the law of the prophet Sheeth, it was forbidden for the sons of Habil to mix with the sons of Qabil. So the people of the mountain, it was forbidden for them to mix with the people of the flatland. But one day one man, it just started off with one man from the mountains, went down and he mixed with the people of the flatlands, and he saw how attractive their women were. He went back, told his people, they all came down to see the women on the day of Eid, in which the women were adorned and beautified themselves, and that's when, a'udhu billah, the first sin of zina occurred. But what's interesting in this story is that, first of all, music was one of the things used to facilitate zina.
Yes.
And that's one of the names they used to give it. And he also went to the good people first. So it's not that, a lot of times people are very confident when it comes to their iman.